Hey guys, thank you for attending my PowerPoint presentation. Today we gonna talk about IShowSpeed past relationship. Yes, we're gonna talk about her ex. Dream/Winter. So first, who is Dream Winter? Dream Winter is basically a social media influencer and model who started getting a lot more attention after interacting with Speed online. She wasn't some random person though, she already had her own followers and social media before the whole Speed arc happened. People mostly know her from Instagram and internet, but the crossover with Speed pushed her into a bigger spotlight. Fans quickly labeled her as Speed's girl, even when things weren't officially confirmed, like a Facebook relationship status from 2012. Internet logic is simple: if you talk twice equals married with 3 kids, that's pretty much how her name got tied to him. They started appearing dating in 2021. They started appearing together in streams, calls, and online conversations that had obvious flirting energy. It wasn't like a super formal announcement saying we're dating now. It was more situationship vibes that everyone could see. Fans noticed Speed acting different too, like more shy and awkward compared to his usual screaming at the camera personality. Which honestly was funny because the guy who barks at games suddenly couldn't form sentences. That's when people realized, okay, something is going on here. Their dynamic was mostly playful and entertaining, which is why people loved watching them. They joked, teased each other, and had those moments where chat would go crazy spamming hearts. Speed sometimes tried to impress her, which created some unintentionally hilarious moments because he'd overdo it. You know when someone tries too hard to look cool and it loops back to being adorable? Yeah, that energy. A lot of clips went viral because viewers enjoyed seeing a different side of him. It felt less like influencer PR romance and more like 2 young people just vibing online. They broke up in October 2021 for an unknown reason, and Speed started getting angry and sad. In March 15, 2024, Speed called her back after he did a spin the wheel after losing a Fortnite wager. The spin the wheel ended up landing on call an ex. Speed ended up accidentally leaking her phone number while trying to call her, and she did respond back to his call, but it barely lasted a minute after Speed asks, "Do you miss me?" where she sarcastically started saying, "Yes, daddy, I miss you so much. OMG, I literally miss you so bad like you don't even understand," before hanging up the call. Speed later called her back and they started talking together. The next one is Aaliyah Wasco. Aaliyah Wasco is a young content creator and influencer who rose up mainly on TikTok and Instagram. She posts lifestyle and beauty stuff, short videos, and the kinda captioned pics that get people double tapping at 2 a.m., you know the type. She started getting wider attention when her name popped up connected to a popular streamer. Yep, the streamer is our IShowSpeed, who's famous for loud, chaotic streams and a massive online following. Their on and off connection became visible in 2023 when they interacted on streams and the internet started shipping them hard. The situation blew up publicly later that year when the pair's relationship reportedly ended. The split was announced live on stream, so it was as public and messy as internet breakups get. After the livestream breakup, clips and commentary spread everywhere, which basically turned their private drama into mainstream meme material. Multiple fan wikis and media roundups track that timeline if you want the blow-by-blow. How it played out felt very streamer-era drama. There were cute moments on stream, fans cheering, then allegations, cheating claims surfaced and things got tense fast. Because so much happened on live video, the arguments, reactions, and the eventual split were all clipped, remixed, and debated, which made everything louder than it probably needed to be. Both sides got supporters and critics in the comments, and the whole thing became another example of how dating in the public eye turns private feelings into public content. In short, it was a fast, very online relationship arc: meet, stream together, drama, breakup, rinse and repeat, but with more emojis. If you're scrolling through the old clips, be ready for a nostalgia trip that's mostly chaos and meme energy. Their relationship ended after allegations surfaced that Aaliyah had cheated on Speed. The two officially broke up on December 1, 2023. Aaliyah later claimed it was all for content and that they were never truly in a relationship. Next we have Amy Flamey. IShowSpeed and Amy Flamey first popped up together in the public eye in 2024, and people who saw them thought, oh, cute collab or something more. Amy is a South Korean social media creator who rose on TikTok and Instagram with vloggy, get unready with me-style clips and a big following. She's the kind of creator who posts chill day-in-the-life stuff and food videos, so when she started appearing on streams it felt very real to fans. Speed, being Speed, turned those appearances into moments that blew up across platforms. This quick intro and the surprise airport drop-offs is where most of the gossip train started. Their timeline is sorta messy in the best internet way. They met linked up around May 2024 during Speed's travels, and she appeared on a handful of streams and public outings with him. They were photographed and streamed together at events, even showing up at an FA Cup final appearance in some write-ups, and Speed streamed parts of their dates, which of course sent the chat into meltdown every 5 minutes. Fans watched streams where he was genuinely gushy and she was laughing along, so people naturally started shipping them hard. Some posts even showed Speed dropping her at an airport and making a big deal of it on stream, which amplified the "are they or aren't they" chatter. If you lived in the chat, it felt like a rom-com directed by chaos. Public opinion about Amy during that period was split between adorable couple energy and the usual skeptical corners of the internet. A lot of fans loved her presence. She came off calm, funny, and genuine on camera, and many people praised the chemistry between them. Others read the situation as messy because of mixed signals and the live stream drama that follows big creators. There were also a handful of creators and reaction channels that analyzed every clip like it was evidence in a courtroom show. Take everything with a grain of popcorn. Amy's followers tended to defend her, saying she was just being normal around a loud streamer, while some Speed stans treated the whole thing like sport. Bottom line, the internet shipped them and simultaneously made being seen together into way more than just two people hanging out. As for how it ended, it was pretty short-lived and a bit messy, which is classic for high-profile streamer romances. Reports and later interviews suggested that mixed signals and different expectations played big roles, and at one point Speed even said that Amy was never officially his girlfriend, which fueled more confusion. Amy later explained in media reports that the situation involved miscommunication, and both sides moved on while fans kept debating who was in the right. So yeah, the relationship fizzled out more like a viral clip than a dramatic soap opera finale, quick, highly public, and dissected by strangers. If you ask me, it's the kind of online romance that makes for great content and awkward memories and maybe a TikTok montage someday. Last one, we have Vanessa Ann Williams. So first, let's talk about who Vanessa Ann Williams is. Vanessa Ann Williams is known online as a social media personality who got attention partly through her connection with IShowSpeed Darren Watkins Jr. She wasn't originally super famous on her own, but once she appeared around Speed's content and streams, people naturally got curious. You know how the internet works: if you stand next to a loud, barking, Ronaldo screaming streamer long enough, you become lore. Their dynamic caught attention because it mixed flirting, awkward moments, and that chaotic Speed energy. It felt half real relationship, half "are we watching a reality show right now?" Their relationship timeline was never super officially defined, which honestly made it more confusing for fans. They were seen interacting and flirting during a period when Speed's dating life was already public drama territory. People started assuming they were together because of how they acted on stream and social media. It wasn't like a formal "we are boyfriend and girlfriend" announcement with fireworks and confetti. It was more like, okay, something is definitely going on here, and the internet ran with it. As for when things ended, it was more of a quiet fade than a dramatic breakup movie scene. There wasn't a huge public argument or viral meltdown moment explaining everything clearly. Most signs pointed to them simply drifting apart, which is honestly pretty normal, just rare for Speed because his life is usually loud. Some fans speculated about misunderstandings or clout-related tensions, but nothing was ever confirmed. Basically, the relationship ended because it didn't really solidify into something long-term, and both moved on with their own lives. So there you have it, a cinematic universe more confusing than the ending of Inception and more chaotic than a lobby full of stream snipers. We've crunched the numbers, analyzed the barking frequency, and tracked every L and W in Speed's romantic playbook. Now it's your turn to be the VAR. Was he robbed, or was it a clear red card? Shout out your verdict right now. Are we team Speed needs a break, or are we holding out for the next legendary stream collab? Either way, keep your notifications on, because in this saga, the only thing faster than the man himself is how quickly the next "it's over" tweet drops. Peace out.